Hello, Rocket League stream. You know what's going on. You know what's happening. Um, unless I get an amazing string of games, I'm limiting this stream to an hour. It will be no longer, no less, unless something happens. To be honest, I do not feel like playing Rocket League in the slightest, especially in the morning on a Wednesday, which is one of the worst days you can play, by the way. But I ain't played in a while, so here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Ah, shit. Perfect pinch. Bang. It's a lot easier to get pinches with the Finnick. Than with the Octane. Obviously, you got more to work on in the front. That's why I like the Octane ZXR better than the regular Octane, but I don't have any way to trade my other Octane over. And I don't think I have the ZXR on this account. Pretty sure it's on my hard stuck plat account. Octane starts with O. Yeah, I don't have the ZXR on this account. Or I'd probably be using it. It has a better defined hitbox. Slightly different from Octane, but it makes all the difference when you're going for very, very precise plays. Or things like pinches, for example. That's something I can talk about while I wait to find a match. If you watched me for long enough, there's two types of recoveries that you'll see me use very often. A regular recovery, which just means you land with your wheels face down, so you can immediately wave dash or do anything else, you know. The regular recovery. Well, I use a couple of recoveries. The main ones I use is if you're landing on the wall, like I said, you want to land with your wheels down, because if you land with your wheels up, you're going to have a problem. So landing with your wheels down enables you to get right back into the action, and you can even get a head start as you're landing to get supersonic faster. The second type of recovery that you'll see me do often is a bounce recovery. Because, well, I'm lazy. And doing this, you know, to go down, or, you know, landing with your wheels down, moving, and then trying to... What the hell happened there? Wave dash is aight and all, but if I can just bounce off the wall and continue the play. So let's say we go for a shot and we miss. Perfect recoveries. Okay, the easiest bounced recovery, because I guess I can't do them without the ball, because I use the ball as spacing. Never really realized that. Is like off the wall. If you bounce to recover off the wall, it's a lot faster than going up, landing, and then going across and doing whatever you need to do. So if the ball's crossing and you're looking at the wall, you can bounce off the wall and then continue your line across, as opposed to having to go and do this shit and try to get across like that. Just different style of recoveries to get to different places on the actual map. Now, I don't use that particular recovery a lot when I'm playing on stream because, well, it's kind of sloppy, and if anybody bumps into you, you're in problems. It is a good save to use, though. If you got the ball right along the side and you're afraid of own goaling or something, if you hit the wall and then flip to the right like that, it'll hit the ball straight across and you won't have to worry about own goaling. Unless you somehow fuck up running into the wall. But I mean, bouncing off the corners of your car or the walls and everything like that are good things that you can do to help you out in the end. Teammate. Okay. And he's still chasing. And didn't get a good pass. Alrighty then. If any of them would have, well, it was a bot, so I guess I understand. And because the bot cut him in rotation there, well, I wouldn't say cut him in rotation, because the bot acted like he was going for it there. The other guy hesitated. Which hesitating and plays like that's a very bad thing to do. You need to be able to pick that up. Because he had a good, like, what, 2, possibly 3 seconds to say, hey, something's not right. Or to identify that was a bot that wasn't going. That's how the other time, that guy that I explained the other time, he was in the perfect position to save it, but he just sat there as he got scored on. I'm like, brother, if you don't have the reaction time to go for a play or something like that, you can't really blame other people for what you think is cutting you. There, the bot had every right to go because he, 1, was the fastest one, and 2, he was in a position to get the best clear. On goal. Sweet. But he was also in the best spot to get the clear. If the bot would have went, there wouldn't have been any issues. Even if the bot hadn't have went, that guy would have just ran and hit that shit off the fucking sidewall back to the defender that was in front of him. So, I mean, you take the bot out of the equation and you still come up with basically the same situation. And it's people that get mad at simple things like that. I'm like, why are you getting mad at somebody for cutting you and not going? You're the goalie. You're the back man. Figure it out. Somebody cuts in front of you and, I put you back there to grab that boost, silly, not to turn around and re-challenge. Jesus. Again, that's a useless challenge. You're not giving me ball control challenging that. You're just putting yourself out of position and making it harder for us to make a play. Not a good challenge. But there, as he was coming through and he challenged and he hit it down and left, I seen that I had to go for it, so I went to go for it. I'll put that in, or not. And it's like, you can't blame other people for going for something that they should go for, and they aren't able to necessarily get, or they decide to bow out of. You're the back man. You're the one that should be ready to save anything that happens in those particular situations. So yeah, the bot might not have went and he turned, but I mean, that's what the bot should have did. If he's not going to go for the ball, he should be heading out to where you're going to clear the ball. That's how that should go. If you're going across as that first man, you should fake like the bot did and continue forward, so when your teammate passes you the ball to, you know, clear it, you'll be on the other end of that. And I do that fairly often, to where if I hear a teammate or some shit, I'll ignore the ball going through, let them clear it back to me, and then do whatever I need to do. So the bot, in this case, when you talk about high-level play versus low-level play, low-level play, the bot's wrong. But high level, you know, professional play, the bot was 100% right. Like, if you go by the higher level standards and what you should do 100% of the time, the bot's correct. He faked the ball and then covered in front of the ball as best he could and got ready for the touch that the other person who was coming across goal, you know, was supposed to do. But him not seeing that, hey, there's a play available there, ended up causing issues. And ended up with, you know, that particular goal happening. Why I got in an argument with that guy, and he's like, oh, well, you're wrong, and all this other shit. And I'm like, yes, but no. It's like, you still had time to react to that. If you were updating your positioning like you're supposed to be constantly, when the ball was right in front of goal, you wouldn't be sitting right here, you know what I'm saying? When you seen me turn in and all of that, you would have been covering and updating your positioning to see what needs to go next. Nice shot. I'm not even paying attention to the game, to be honest with you. But anyway, that's the types of things that you talk about in those types of scenarios. Like this, left goes doesn't apply there because he's slow. My dude boosted and then did one flip, and that was his entire kickoff. Why would I allow that to slide when I can be the one to push that through to the other side and get everything, you know, where it needs to be? He did not move. His car is like a fucking rock, bro. Probably could have scored that off that ceiling shot, but again, I'm not really paying attention to the match. And there's a lot of people that say, you know, well, different people have different strategies and things like that when it comes to Rocket League. But the thing about it is, Rocket League is such a simple fucking game that there's really only one thing that you can really do that's most effective in any type of situation. You know what I'm saying? You can let the guy who's at the other side of the goal make the play, but if nobody's covering him, he's just passing it back to them, and they're going to recounter. That's not good enough when you're talking about, you know, playing it competitively and doing everything like that, you know, keeping up a good game and a good rotational system. It don't cut it, one guy just clearing it over and over. It needs to be cleared to somebody, and you need to maintain ball control while you're clearing it to be able to continuously pressure everything. Thus, the bot being there and faking, I mean, he should have continued going forward, obviously, to get ready for it. But I mean, the guy that was across didn't see that the bot wasn't going for it, so he wouldn't have had a max amount of speed anyway. And once that gap closes to the, you know, opponent saying, oh, he's not going for that, I'm going to take it, that gap closes. And instead of it being free ball control to a play, to a possible goal, it turns into the best you can do is 50 it, or something like that. Because at the end of the day, that guy had to go across the goal in order to get to that ball. There's only a couple of angles that he could push that in, or he could fake and try to get a better angle, but it's not going to work out as best as, you know, as great as things, you know, could have been if you pick up on things like that. And that's where we talk about positioning and game sense and things like that. Like, my teammate here is still sitting in goal. I've already drove in front of him, showed that I was heading back, drove to the side and all of that to even give him room to go out, and he waited. It's a lack of game sense and a lack of positioning. He should have already been out there challenging that shit. Nice. Pop that past him. He'll pop it back. That's fun. Pop this down so we can't score it. Nope. That's a pre-jump. I'm surprised we didn't either score it on there. That guy had no speed anywhere, and yet our teammate pre-jumped him. Like that. They should have let me pick that up because it had a bounce left in it before it was going in. Bump him out of the way so he can't follow it. Again, I got two teammates behind me because nobody pushed up to try and help me score this. So I understand that if I let this ball go, somebody else can send it. Unless teammate, you know, is too far up and can't pick an obvious pass back to him. That works too. Again, these 50s I know I'm losing. I'm still going to challenge them because I know as long as they don't have ball control, I can easily let my teammate get free ball control off of it. I mean, I can fake like this and make him throw the ball and then get it on the other side if I want to, but it's not as efficient as making it an awkward 50 that goes straight to where your teammates are sitting, like that. Bang, goal off of it because they overcommitted. Now, I could have faked there, I could have done all kinds of other bullshit, but I know both my teammates are there behind me. And I trust my teammates to make a play out of that, especially when they're overcommitted. So, it's, do you play conservative and take 50 actions to complete a play, or do you just pass it to your teammate and make 2 touches? That's unfortunate. That's a terrible play they're going up with. Teammate just threw that away. It was a 3v1 situation. Teammate threw that fucking ball away. Goal opportunity lost. And the sad thing about it is, when the other teammate saw that he was throwing that shit away, instead of actually doing what I generally hate, and going for a bump, demo play, any type of distraction play, he just sat there and watched it. Watched him clear it, watched him do everything. So that's an unnecessary demo, because now my teammate's back and can save this. Or he's not going to boost at all, you know? That works too. That works too. Just don't boost and go for it. We fake this, because that's all he's going to do is try to hit it around me. That's fun. Block him. Teammate hadn't double committed, there would be a goal. Because we double committed there, I'll just stall it. We'll stall it. Almost got a double touch there, but I wasn't going to waste the boost to try and get it. Fake. Got the boost. All you need to do is just cover goal. Let it bounce off wall. Don't pinch it to them. I had to deal with all of that bullshit because he passed the ball to them. It's a terrible clear. Tried to redirect that, but he was too busy looking at said wall, not his teammate that was above him. Use your teammates if they're near you. Bang! There it is. Them pre-jumps, boy. Going for boost when you shouldn't be. He didn't even get the boost. He missed it. Leaving goal when they're making a play. Things like that. Loss of goals every time. Low level, it's just that simple. Wait for them to be out of position and then score on them. High level, you have to make those opportunities happen. Take it to the left. Teammate's not even ready. That's fun. Don't know why he pre-jumped that. They were backing off. He still threw it. You should have been covering him on that wall. He touches those. You don't, though. Not good. Stop him from going back, because I don't want him back. I want him to stay up. Other teammates got the other field controlled. We shouldn't be able, like, It's an unfortunate 50, but we should have been able to bring that back. He passed it over to the other teammate. Other teammate passed it back over to the middle of our goal. Like he got confused what goal he was going for. Let the shit go past you and take it up the fucking wall. Or get to the other side of it. Nobody says you have to hit that shit immediately as it comes to you. Excuse me. That's a terrible pass. You gotta do something. Oh, he's upside down. Cool. No. that shit out of here. Absolutely not. I probably could have pinched that off his head into his own goal, to be honest with you. He took way too long to try and get control of it. And by the time he got control of the ball, instead of trying some left-right action, he put it on top of his fucking hood like that and tried to fucking flick it real quick. I'm like, you're in front of me. You have all of this action like this. Just do this shit. Bang. And he would have gotten that goal. That easy. I sat there and watched you. I gave you all the time and opportunity that you had. And the best he could do was this. And then he got on top and then he did some shit like that. Like that don't cut it. It don't. I gave you all the time. It was a 1v1. Go around that bitch, knock me out of the fucking way and get your goal. Or keep it simple with basic moves. Air dribble bump. Get your goal. Or, as close as I let him get to me, while he was still, you know, taking his time doing this shit. Fake it. Score it across like that when I try to turn around or flip back for it. Anything. Take your time when you got time. If you don't have time, it is what it is, but I'm like, come on, bruh. It said 0, and I passed the ball to you. Yeah, I don't have Bakis on, so I can't roll it to me. And you're doing this shit like this, trying to get control of the ball in front of me. Bang, knock me out of the way. You can even flip into it to knock me out of the way. But I mean, if you have control of it, even if it's on the front of your car, you can still get some pretty nasty side flicks. You can go for a jazer flick from there. I fucked it up because I'm in a Finnick. Try it again. Jazer flick. You can get all kinds of things happening in that particular situation, especially when there's 0 time. Because most people just don't try. It's like it's at 0 seconds. I'm done. You get him with the old 1-2 fakeroo. And the thing about it is, you should take your time, because if I'm sitting still, the only thing I can do is try and pinch this off the top of your head towards your goal. But somebody should save that shit before it happens. You're at 0 seconds and you're in front of the other opponent's goal. You really don't have much to worry about, unless you do something stupid like this and you pass it to them. And as you're passing it to them, you know, they catch that shit and then they make a play out of it. But they were, what, 3 goals up or some crazy shit? So I'm like, I don't know what you're fearing about trying something. Oh, well. I guess I need to just play more strategy games, honestly. Rocket League just doesn't satisfy the strategy means. Which is probably why I don't really get as much fun out of it. I'm trying to bring easy strategy and easy claps into a game that people just don't care about. The thing they care about is speed. They don't care that they could fake you here, get ball control, and then score that shit. The only thing they care about is get the 50 here, take it up, pass that shit down to your buddy takes the shot. It's coming in like this. They clear it, maybe grab some boost, go upfield, pass it to your buddy, you know, let them take the shot. But it's like, instead of doing that, how's about we grab this, fake off the wall if anybody's in front of you, get control of the ball, do whatever you need to do, maybe take it up the wall again if your team's not set up, which I commonly do, because my team's never set up to actually score the goal. Do a little chaos, be a little nuisance or anything like that. Comes down to it, fake, make them jump past it, score it. Or keep it really simple. Hit it towards their goal. Go around the side again. Fake. Fake. Score. Anything that involves using your goddamn brain. Rocket League is very much a brain dead game, and once you eventually start thinking and you get tired of playing brain dead, is when the game starts becoming to that next level of interesting. When you first start out, just touching the ball, moving the ball, and doing all this kind of other flying aerial bullshit, and getting goals is the crux of the game. Then generally people end up going through like a freestyle phase or some shit where they want to try ceiling shots, and you start getting the air rollies into your particular play style. Maybe you go for like a musty or something, and then you try to do, other weird ass shenanigans. Then you start refining and you get the dribbling and all of that. You get the dribbling started, and then you start learning, your aerials and all of that, and you start learning, a whole bunch of other different things. But the problem I have is, once people, get a basic grasp of how to do all of these things, that's all they focus on. Getting the ball, and then continuing doing the basic things. If I get the ball and I take it up the side, the only thing I'm gonna go for is a fucking air dribble or some shit. I tried to get an Arsenal flip reset there, but it's just weird to me. There's guides and a whole bunch of other things that teach you how to do basic mechanics, but there's nothing there that teaches you how to formulate a strategy, formulate a play style, etc., etc. And that is why so many players nowadays are just completely lost when it comes to playing the game. They have no idea what they're talking about. They have no idea what they do. The only strategy they have is from watching the RLCS Pro play, or whoever their favorite YouTuber is that happens to play. That's where they develop their play strategy. Other than that, they read a core version of the script that you follow in basically SSL, and they follow that as best as they can, but they don't have the skill set to actually follow it properly, so they make their own rendition of a script that's already available, which ends up making quite a few players in this particular game fail. Absolutely, positively fail, and it's a shame. I can tell you how to do every mechanic in this game. I can have you trained to where you can do this stuff flawlessly. But the thing about it is, you just driving down the field using 1001 techniques, or being, a jack of all trades but a master of only a few in this case, isn't going to help you develop a strategy. How are you going to get to this point to where you can do all of this? How are you going to, get the ball control to go for that musty or that breezy or that air dribble or flick or anything like that? How do you propose that these things happen? Nobody thinks about it. You just play. They just play crudely. Like this. They hit it up the wall. Go up. A guy will be in the way. So they'll tap this shit down to a buddy. The buddy might pass it back to them. And then, they'll make a play. Go up here. Try some bullshit air dribble here. End up in the fucking trouble. See this. Be like, oh, I want to go for an air dribble. But I fucked up the launch because I didn't have a good enough angle. Go here. Get boost. Come back. And this ends up with you just ball chasing and re-challenging the ball over and over. Then you go from this ball, you get across here to try to get something. You say, hey, I can get an air dribble here. Somebody's there blocking you. So you have to back off and then try something else. Or it gets 50'd away from you to the cross, and you're back on it again, and the other team's just continuously pressuring you and all of this. Next thing you know, you got 1,001 techniques, then you can't use any of them because the other team's not allowing you to. Especially if you manage to pull one off. Then the other team's going to say, nope, he does not get ball control anymore. He's going to keep going for this bullshit, and I can't allow that to happen. So, no. Anytime he goes or gets ball, we're going to push him and make him throw it away. And you have no strategy developed. And you feel like you're this amazing-ass person, but you don't have something simple and strategy, game sense, anything like that developed. He should say that. Thank you. Then I cover him. Teammate bumped him as he was following. Oh well. Act like a lost lamb. We got a very good win there, but he couldn't push it forward. Fake. Don't need to go for that. He's not pushing. If I would have pushed it into him, I would have gave him force to score that on us. Let him get his ceiling touch. It makes it very easy on me if he throws it away. Very easy. Damn, they pinched it. Boink. Let him shoot it. It ain't going anywhere. I think he could have picked that up better. That's a pass to them. He missed it. That's another pass to them. He's missing. Still missing. No, he got a little tap on it. He might have been able to fix that. And there it goes. He got a little tappy tap on it. He's still busy learning his air roll rights and all of that. If he would have learned basic air roll, he would have been able to get it. But the moment he started, oh my lord, using his air roll right, I knew he had no chance. Well, I guess he had a chance, but his chances were extremely limited. He got lucky he didn't blast it away from himself. He fucked up his air roll right there, and when he hit it, he scraped it enough to push it to where he could land in front of it. If the ball would have done what he tried to do and hit the ball away from himself, there wouldn't have been any issue there. I hate this game. That was a very clean shot, too. Take your time. Okay, teammate, you need to really stop fucking pinching the ball with him when he's trying to get control and shit. You know, we all know he didn't have a lot of boost, but none of us were in a position to actually, you know, support and or challenge that. Take that. He's gonna pre-jump, let him pre-jump. Teammate, where the fuck are you doing all the way back in our damn goal, though? Bump him out of the way, that should be a free clear. So I could care less about his flip resets and all of that. If I move him out of the way, he can't double touch it. I've done my job. Don't come up and pinch that for me. The only thing you're doing is annoying the shit out of me and double committing it. Simple touches. He didn't even make a shot on goal. Interesting. You're gonna sit behind me and then forfeit. Why don't you go out there and do something with your goddamn life instead of chill behind me and then throw up a forfeit because you feel like I should be going for something. Not bad. Oh, that would have been such a good fucking pass, too. Teammate wasn't moving to actually collect it, though, so it probably wouldn't have mattered in the end. You have no boost. Yeah. Okay. Move him out of the way. Notice that I hit my brake before I demoed him to push him into our goal, so he didn't get a free pass back downfield. I could have shot that. It don't really matter. We ain't winning this because our teammate's a fucking dumbass. Good shot? Question mark? There he goes, trying to pinch again. You got a double flick there. Well, a double touch off of a flick. Works for me. See if we can drop another goal, just because I'm curious. Nah, he didn't aim for goal. Would have been hilarious. He's got that. Alrighty then. I don't know. This game's just not the same anymore. I feel like I'm playing copies of the same people over and over. That would have been a nice 360 to a double touch. I didn't pull down far enough when I first touched it. Yeah, you knew you should have flipped before that ball bounced. Now you're just being fucking lazy, guy. That would be my Rocket League playstyle, is simply lazy. Absolutely, positively lazy. Because I'm not going to go out of my way for shitty-ass fucking teammates. Boink! Woo! Oh. Excuse you? Should have kept boosting there. So what I should have done is use my arrow right to fix my angle. I'm using boops. I'm not pushing into the ball or anything special. Literally just using boops. Why? Because I enjoy the difficulty. Bang! Again, when you go for double touches, you want to push into the ball to give yourself that separation. You don't give yourself the separation, you're making your double touches a lot harder than they need to be. I would recommend starting out with a farther separation, and then as you get better, you'll be able to close that gap as you learn to read things better. That's a waste. Thanks, teammate. Us double committing on something I wasn't even trying to shoot on goal. Pop this up. Okay. He barely got that, by the way. I thought they missed it. I was about to be severely disappointed. Nice touch over. I didn't even know my teammate was there. Hello there. Don't bump me. Whoops. Interesting. Too predictable. Teammate about fucked that up. Fake that. How did I know he was going for a bump on me instead of bull? How did I know? Oh, I missed the double. I'm bad. Nah, I missed it because I wanted to conserve boost. If I would have just used my boost and then flipped, I'd have scored that. Conservation of boost is important, okay? What are you saying let's go to? Let's go? This dude said, help me. He fully committed, flew out of gold, and said, help me. Bully squad activated. Damn, that's a shame. He didn't aim for goal, he was smart. You really ain't gonna stop that, huh? Okay. The guy really didn't stop that. He just thought, maybe they do need more reactionary time, because that was a half-court shot that one guy missed and the other guy never reacted to it in time. I'm not gonna pinch it with you. We'll bail out of this. This guy's on my chops. For whatever reason, I thought I was in the octane. I thought I was a lot faster than I actually am. That's fine. They can't score it. Well, that works too. That's bad. So all of that he just did, he undid with one touches the ball. All three of them triple committed. And bang. Batman came up. You both are sitting in no man's land. One of you guys had to be the back man. You aim for a wall like they always do. You remember when you were on my chops? You remember when you were on my chops? Let's go. My dude's way too happy. My lord. Nice. Him demoing me was definitely the right move to do there. Because if not, I was just going to continue on pressuring them. Accept the loss, but take the player out that's giving you the most grief. Shoot it? Fake. Faking. I caught him off guard. Take your time. They ain't attacking. Fuck it. Take your time. I was gonna bang that into their goal. I seen that blue guy at the last second. Due to my poor eyesight, I did not see their goalie sitting in there. My flip? I would have loved to do a flip there. Ooh, look at this touch. That demo's gonna haunt us. We're all back. There's no point in going for that. Whoa, what a save. You're playing way too hard being 3 goals up, though, buddy. Alright. A decent rule of thumb to go by when you're faking, by the way, is if you can't see them, they can't see you. That's a decent rule of thumb, especially when it comes from long-distance fakes. Or closer fakes. If you can't see them, they generally can't see you. Now, that's not 100%. That's why I said somewhat rule of thumb. Because, I mean, you know, if you're sitting here and can't see, you know, the goalie or all of that, if the goalie's sitting back and, you know, they got their fucking camera angle, some shit like this or farther out, they're going to be able to see, you know, over the ball if you get near them and things like that. But the whole point of a particular fake is to make the opponent think that you're hitting the ball and then not hit the ball. So if you go within their blind side, even if they can see you approaching, it still works the same way. If I'm 100% boost and then I turn at the last possible second away, or I stop at the last second, I come in and I'm just like, skirt, they're probably going to flip the ball to you or something like that, trying to get control of it, you know what I'm saying? Because if they don't, then they're risking losing that 50. Oh my god, I wonder if I can use or show you the goofy fake. You go up like this, and then you power slide, and then into the ball and take it. The goofy fake, though, the part, or at least that's what I call it, I don't know what its official name is, that's what we called it back in the day, was the goofy fake. Me and my little group of friends I used to hang out with. You go in, and like, how do I explain this? If you see somebody heading towards the ball, your mind will automatically, once you play Rocket League for a while, will time out when they get, or when they're going to get close to the ball, and when the ball is going to be moved. You'll start to expect it. And you're using that timer against them by, as you're going for the ball, you power slide, which slows you down a couple of seconds, and then you continuously pressure the ball afterwards. So all they see, well, all they see. What happens is, instead of it being like this, you get a, and then you're there. And that little bit of a delay, which you can still accomplish just by doing that, by the way. Or do what I do. Flip to the ball, and then break at the end. Try not to hit it. And then stop. Jesus Christ. Like that. And then push it. Go. Back up. Go to the side like that. I mean, you can do a lot of things in this particular situation. And then take the ball and do whatever you need to do. And as you develop kickoff fakes, like the backflip, for example, works very well. You go, and then you backflip, and then as you flip, you can get a little bit of distance back. So at the beginning, if you boost a little bit, let's say, I don't know, kickoff starts like here or some shit. You go, and then you jump, and they see you're in the air, and then you backflip over it. you can really confuse people because you'll hit that supersonic speed towards the end and you won't reach that original speed. Now, the dumbasses that jump into the air and watch where your kickoff's going and then try to 50 the ball as you're hitting it are fucking morons. Because the moment you take your car into the air like this and get rid of your jumps, the only thing you're relying on is like, what? Like 30-something boost to get in kickoff. And you're landing to be on ball. What happens if I just back up and let you hit the ball to me, then take the ball around you? You know what I'm saying? Or if I speed kick off the fuck out of you. And it's gone. Nope, that ain't it. That's in though. I thought about going up the wall there and seeing if I could pop that out. Because I knew my teammate was going to be back by that time. But then I decided, fuck it, I'm just going to turn back in and see what else I could do. Because I know that teammates aren't smart enough to get to the sides and stop there and pick up the ball as it's being shot in again. They go all the way in the goal, and then they turn that ass around. Thank you. All he had to do was clear that shit to the side. Instead, he fucked up and hit it back out to me. If he hadn't panicked there was no danger for him at all. You know the angle I'm shooting. Block the angle. That's unfortunate. That's even more unfortunate. This is gonna be even more unfortunate. Nope, you let me have it. Holy, good teammates. I got bumped. Can you get that? He can get that. There we go. That's a good teammate. He let me get ball control and then supported me as I was making my play as opposed to hitting that again and re-challenging. That's good decision making. Put this in front of teammate. If he wants to challenge it, he can. If not, you know, I'm already back, so whatever. Put this down gently because, well, I can't follow it. That's a demo I wasn't expecting, but we play these. He tried to make me pinch it with him. I'm not going to do that. He tried to get me to own goal that. Like, nah. I'll pinch it with you to pass the teammates like I always do, but you ain't going to make me own goal off that shit. Unless I'm feeling some sort of specific way and just don't care. And that's the end of that. I don't know why there's a lot of forfeits and a lot of people leaving matches. Especially in the morning time of US East when it's taking a decent amount of time to find matches. Like, at least play the match through, because you're going to be waiting like 5 minutes to find the goddamn match. Where are we at on time, by the way? We are at 53 minutes, so if this happens to be a full game, this will be the last game. Is that I wasn't planning on playing this shit for about an hour just to catch up on a lack of content. Why bump me? Sitting here trying to get boost pads and shit. This dude comes in and just fucking knocks my ass out. That fucking panic, dude. When you passed it to the side, I assumed you seen what was in front of you and that you had enough time. That guy's being too aggressive. You should have just backed off. Let him lose this 50 and then we can make a play off of it. Too easy. He went for boost, though. You fucking idiot. He went for fucking boost. Secure the goddamn ball before you go for boost. He literally went for boost and said fuck it. And got his team scored on. Sloppy ass recovery. Went for boost. Just, damn. That was about a 3 out of a 10 play there. Fake that. Thank you. There was no close one there. I would have went for it harder if I knew you were actually going to score that shit. Fake. Say they're not sure of their hits or their shots and all of that, so why should I be, like, super invested in them? He's panic hitting it across. This should be an intercept. Nope, he let him go. A flip reset. Good thing you let him go, because he had no idea how to fucking shoot a proper shot, huh? These fucking clowns on this goddamn game, bro. 2 down, and he goes for a flip reset. Fucking love it. Nice. That works. I can't get off the wall. Oh, I'm stuck. Interesting. Interesting indeed. They're trying to be way too fancy. They don't have the skill level to keep up with it. Teammate just knocked me off of that. Jesus Christ. I wish you would have passed that to me. Tap it. Tap it. Tap it. Right there, motherfuckers. Tap the shit. That's fine. That's not fine. You should have let me deal with it. I'm already there. Just let me handle it and get back, dude. I can't stall it for fucking ever. Get back. That's fine. Terrible redirect, but I guess we play this. He jumped. That was their back man, by the way, that just jumped. We need to push that. Fuck out of here, son. Pass it. That works. Now pass it again. Both of you shouldn't have double committed. He nearly needs to stop cutting off my fucking stalls and get boost. You're wasting my fucking time and you're wasting yours. Okay, buddy. You really need to quit fucking cutting. Get boost. Go the fuck away. Do something with your life. Instead of getting involved with all of my fucking plays. I'm stalling for you, stupid. Not for you to come back in with no boost and re-challenge again. You want to re-challenge? Say I got it. And then I'll fucking leave. And I'll get boost. And you can play the stall game. Perfectly in the butt. It's the only counter to my kickoff, by the way, is their other guy going. And it's gone. There's my points for the game. Is that a bot? I'm pretty sure it was the bot that just dimmed me there. How the fuck did you fuck that up? He actually fucked that up. He tried to steal it. He tried. He really wants that MVP, huh? With the Season 5 Gold Tournament winner title. Jesus Christ. You want to get somebody for fucking smurfing, get him, because he literally denied somebody a whole fucking title. Smurfing with his friends. You will be. Stinger had enough of their fucking shit. Is there time left for one more? Nope, we are over the hour threshold. There's your Rocket League content, catching back on it, up on everything. Peace.